Hey everybody, thank you for joining in. I'm just making sure I got all of my stuff together because we're gonna have a good time here today on this here live. So I'm sure if you follow us, you've been seeing all day that we are celebrating 6 years of business, which is really awesome because we're a small business. Don't have a lot of employees, don't have a huge warehouse. It's just a couple of us, family run, a whole lot of faith, and a whole lot of grind. And I'm so thankful to just have made it to this point because, like I said in the earlier reel, that statistics show small businesses, not even small, but sometimes they don't even make it past year 5. And for us to be at year 6 with just the small resources that we have is really a testament to just how hard we continue to work and continue to grow. So I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm just excited to be here, and we got a couple of things that we're gonna go through. I'm the kind of person, I bring notes, so that's what I'm gonna keep looking down at because I'd rather look down at a note and tell you what I want you to know instead of trying to go off the top of the head and forget something that might be important. So um before we get started, just want to let you know there will be a special announcement at the end of this live. And I won't be on long because I actually have some orders to pack that I need to get out of the way before tomorrow because we're celebrating my mom's birthday tomorrow. And I want to free up the weekend. So immediately after this, I'm going to be going to pack some orders. So stay with us until the end to get the special announcement. It'll come right before I end the live. Also, if you look at the banner that's at the bottom, it has a surprise discount code, P2B Day. If you shop during this live, you will get a surprise discount plus free shipping. And I'm actually going to throw in a free gift for everybody who placed an order during this live. Now, important, it only lasts during the live. So about 5 minutes after this live ends, the code will no longer be valid. So if you want something, if you had your eye on trying something, this is a good time to look at it. And I'm gonna leave that up so as people come in and go out or whatever they do, they'll always see that that's something that they can take advantage of. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna do a couple of giveaways, a game. I'm going to demonstrate some of the products that we have here on display, read some meaningful reviews that we've gotten over time, and yeah, that's it. So, again, I want to say hi to everybody and thank you for being here. And if you are so inclined to do so, let me know where you're watching from, whether you've been with us for the full 6 years or if you're kind of new to us. Either way is fine. I just want to know who's with us today. Um, so yeah, and I encourage you to share the live so that we can get more people to join us and take advantage of some of these great things that's going to be given away for completely free. So yeah, um, I would like to start by telling a little bit about P2U. So the name P2U, it came from my son. My son's name is Paris the second, and I remember when he's 7 now. When he was about 2 months old, he was diagnosed with eczema, um, and they had given us, at his pediatrician, they had given us some steroidal creams that I feel like they give us all when they tell us they have eczema. And I have a science background. So when I saw what they gave us, I was like researching the good, the bad, everything that I could find about the particular prescription I was given. And I kind of took it as a personal challenge to come up with something that could replace that altogether and work just as good, if not better, than the prescription. And so I remember this was 7 years ago when he was like 3 months at the time. I remember like just looking up a bunch of different kind of ingredients that have some kind of effect on eczema-prone skin, and just running my numbers and trying to come up with the appropriate formulation for a miracle product, I guess you could say. And it wasn't before long that I found something that actually worked. And I was so like shocked by how fast it kind of got its skin together that I started passing out samples of it to my close friends, like my sister-in-law. We had our babies kind of similar in age, so she had a similar issue with her skin, her daughter's skin, and then there was my best friend with her children and a couple of other friends from college. And I was like, will y'all try this out and let me know? Um, let me know what you think. Let me know if it's working for you, if I'm just thinking it's me, or so they tried it out. Long story short, all the comments that I got back, all the feedback was like, you should be selling this. And I was like, well, that's kind of the intent, but I just want to make sure it wasn't just me. So from there, I tweaked a bit more details about the product, the name, and everything looks like that. And then I had the first product, which was the Goodbye to Dry. Now it didn't look like this, all nicely packaged when we first released it, but uh, it was still the same formula. The formula has not changed, and that's also another blessing because with it being so many years, the consistent formula, consistent bestseller, award winning, that really tells me that the work that I put in to get that formula was not in vain. So that was where the first product came, and the name P2 and U. Like I said, my son is Paris the second, and it was for him, and so the P2 is kind of his nickname, Paris the second, P2, and then the and you was kind of like what works for P2 can also work for you and your kids. So it was an inclusive way of creating a brand that other parents can take heed to and use for their own families. So that's why we were created back in 2018 when I made that first prototype. And then we officially went into business December 19th, 2019. I sold my first jar of Goodbye to Dry to a customer in California. Her name was Irma. I could never forget her because I was sitting there thinking like, who's gonna buy this stuff from me? Like this is my first time saying I'm doing and people they funny acting about their kids, including me. And you should be because kids, they're delicate. We need to protect them and their skin from all kinds of things. And so I was just like, just having a bunch of nerves and jitters, and Irma came through and purchased from me and gave me good feedback, and it's only been up from there. So I want to share a little bit about our vision and our mission. I'm going to read right from my book, so that's why I'm looking down, just FYI. The vision is to become the leading children's brand for families seeking naturally based solutions for sensitive skin, fostering a generation of healthy skin for babies and children. Our mission is to educate young families on chronic skin conditions and how to select appropriate products based on their child's specific need. Uh, Also, create high quality, gentle, and effective skincare products that's specially formulated for children with dry, sensitive skin conditions, and to participate in the child's total healing by leading an initiative that explores the mental health and wellness of children with chronic skin conditions. And the last part is very dear to me because I found in my research in building this brand, I found that a lot of parents don't realize that there is a mental health link when it comes to chronic skin conditions. And so I feel like it's honestly my duty to not only provide the skincare products, but to educate the parents on how to care for the child wholly, not just on the outside, but also make sure the inside is just as good. So, yeah, that's our mission and our vision statement. And now, after all of that, I would like to do the first giveaway. So, how this will work, I'll just say some type of trivia question that's related to the brand and leave your comment for the answer. And the first comment that I see will be the winner. And the first thing I'm going to give away is the Go Stick, which is one of my favorites. It's compact, it's lightweight, it can fit in a pocket depending on the coat or pants you got. It could fit in a diaper bag, you could throw it in your purse, you could throw it in your diaper bag, in your console, in your car. It's just that convenient. So I'm gonna give this away, and the question is, when were we founded? And you can put, I would like the whole date. So month, day, and year. When was P2U founded? And leave your comments in the let me see if I can add it to the live here so other people can see as they come in. Q. Giveaway number 1. Q. When was P2NU founded? And I want month, day, and can't type the day, and year. So if I make that a comment, I'm trying to see if I can show. Yes. So there we go. I can show it on the screen, and when someone answers that, then I will take it down so that we can move on to the next giveaway if necessary. So if you're just coming in, we just started our first giveaway, and we're going to be giving away the Go Stick completely free. If you get this answer to the question on the screen, I will ship it to you. All you got to do is inbox me a good shipping address and just wait for your goodies to come. So when was P2U founded? I'll give you a hint. Today is our literal anniversary, but also we need the year. So I'll be waiting for that. But in the meantime, I keep going down my notes. So let's see. Giveaway number 1. So yeah, just a little bit more about the brand. It's mom founded, me. It's faith-based. I do all things through Christ because he is the source of my strength, including this business. Science backed, like I said earlier. I have a science background. I have a bachelor's in biomedical sciences and biology, and I have a master's in applied physiology and kinesiology with a concentration in human performance because I love sports medicine. That's kind of unrelated, but not really. And I also have a master's in business administration, and I'm currently smack dab in the middle of my PhD in health sciences, and I start my dissertation process in January. So I'm knee deep in science. It is, besides my passion, besides the grace and, the courage that God gave me to go for this, I believe that's what validates my production of these things. Like, I spend a lot of time researching, a lot of time like honing in on my skill to know how to research, what to pull from certain things so that I can make it into bite-sized pieces that's easy to understand for the everyday person. So yeah, I would like to spotlight our product here, which is again our bestseller. Oh, Goodbye to Dry. This was our first product ever, and so it's very important to the brand. I feel like this is what draws people into the brand, and then they discover all of the other things that we have to offer. So I got a lot of love for Goodbye to Dry. It is, like I said earlier, award-winning. We have the National Eczema Association seal of acceptance there, which means that this product has gone through rigorous testing clinically and with dermatology input to verify whether or not it is safe and effective for eczema-prone skin. And it took a long time. But it was so worth it because it opened doors for us and opened up a whole new audience to us. So the seal is also very important to this product. And this year we actually got the Mom's Choice Award, the Silver Mom's Choice Award, which highlights effective products for families. So that's when we say award winning, we literally mean like award winning things you have to be good enough for and earn, and not just like going out here and getting all crazy and stuff. So this is a good product for eczema prone skin, um, the dry patches that kind of arise. Like, I wish I didn't have some on right now because I was pretty ashy because of the wind outside today, and it had me and my son's hands was like just cracking. It was bad, but it's really good for that kind of problem. If you have the dry, cracked, rashy, bumpy, kind of skin, this is the product that you will want to try. This is our personal jar, so this is what I use for myself and my kids, so it's kind of used up, but as you can see, it is cream in color. It is like a creamy consistency, and it goes on smooth. Everything we have is unscented, so there is no scent because scents can affect and aggravate eczema prone skin even more, and that's something that we don't want to do. And really, the good thing about this is that a little goes a long way, and I'm gonna get into a product demonstration here. So like, you can take that much, right? And I put it on my arm here, and then you just like rub it in wherever there's those dry patches that I was talking about. Or I'm gonna actually back there, I should put it up there too. Okay, got some ash, but yeah, you can put it, and like, it rubs in really smooth, it melts into the skin, and it actually is nutritious for the skin, so that's also a plus. So it's not just like sitting on the skin and getting rid of the dull and adding shine. No, it's feeding the skin barrier, which is super important for eczema prone skin, because the skin barrier is what is damaged, and so we want to prime that so that it can begin to get repaired and lean us towards healing. So that's how that looks. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot at all, unless like you're doing whole body. Like for my kids after bath time, I'll do whole body. Um, and I'll take a lot and just put on my hands and like rub down their legs and stuff. But if you just want to do like like dry spots and all that stuff, just as much as I took right on the fingertip, that's usually enough. And I was able to get it from here all the way down here, probably even further, but I just went on and rubbed around too. This product is good to use for eczema flare-ups, and ideally after a bath time, because the water from the bath time, I always say it prepares the skin to receive the moisture from this. And what I mean is that, like, because water is drying. I know people say, you want to put water on dry skin. Yeah, it is drying. Don't misunderstand that. But the way that we handle our skin with water, it can actually be a benefit. It depends on how we handle our skin with water. If you take your bath or your child's bath 5 to 10 minutes in lukewarm water, and then you get them out, you blot dry, like pat dry with the towel, not rubbing with the towel, but you want to leave some of that water kind of on the surface of the skin to keep it damp. And then within 3 minutes of drying them off, you put this onto the skin, and it will allow it to like melt in nicely, and it'll have the skin like glowing, and it'll smooth out those areas. Like my daughter yesterday after her bath, she has like some itchiness, and so I was like, well, okay, let's get your bath stuff and get ready. And after her bath, I put it on her, and probably about 15 minutes later, she felt better. She was like, yeah, it's all gone. So the water, I really believe the water helps the skin prepare to receive this kind of product to be placed on it. So I would put it on 3 minutes after, within the first 3 minutes after bath time is ideal. It also can be used daily though, so that's ideal if a bath is a part of the routine. However, if you are waking up in the morning or before bed, those are good times too. The instructions actually says 2 to 3 times as needed, meaning if you want to apply it more, that's fine. But a good rule of thumb I always tell people is in the morning when they're getting dressed and at night before bed. That way you're doing 2 times a day, um, and maximizing the benefits of the product. So yeah, now I'm going to use my phone to read a couple of reviews for this product so we can see the difference that it's making for families all over. I saved them in my phone, so I'm going to be reading off my phone. And just for people who are coming in, we still have not gotten an answer for the giveaway. So if you take a look at the question on the screen, when was P2U founded, month, day, and year? And I'm giving away a hint that today is the official anniversary day of the brand, but the year you also gotta know that too. So give that away and or write your answer in the comments, and the first answer will receive this as their free gift, which I will ship to you totally free. Okay, so this review for Goodbye to Dry comes from Shauna Reynolds, and every review that I'm reading is right on the website, so it's not made up or anything. You can go right there and see it word for word. So Shauna says, I have a almost 7-year-old daughter who has battled with eczema since she was born. Almost everything we have come across over the years has had harmful ingredients or was water based or both. I came across P2U after a lot of research, and I'm very pleased. The products seem to work great so far, and I don't have to worry about toxic ingredients, which is so wonderful. On top of great products, the thought and effort put into the packaging is great too. It's colorful and kid friendly. My daughter loved it, especially the heart shaped foam filling. Thank you for your products and all the effort you put into them from start to finish. And that is awesome. So, a point that I wanted to talk about in her review is that she said water-based products, because we just said that water was good, right? It can be good, but again, remember, it all depends on how we are utilizing water. And we got an answer. Okay, good job. Yes, Destiny. It was, let me show it. PTNU was founded December 19th, 2019. You are correct, girl. So I will be shipping this to you tomorrow because that's when I go make my next drop. So good job. That's awesome. So let me have that. But yes, like I was saying, the water can be good if we use it correctly to help with hydrating our skin, hydrating and moisturizing our skin, because those are two different things. And so when we have a product that is water based, let's say that when we get out of the bath, right, we've washed up, we got our skin damp, ready to take in the moisture of whatever we're going to choose that is water based. Now, water based, you look at the ingredients, and if the first ingredient is water, that's water based, because by law we have to list our ingredients based on its composition, and that means what the most content in the product is listed first. So if you have water first, I actually made a reel about this. If you have sorry, my mic. If you have water first on the ingredient list, then that means that product is mostly made up of water. I don't know if you know that, but take a look at the stuff that's in your cabinet, because 9 times out of 10 we all got something that is with water. Water is the first ingredient. I know I did. That's how I was able to make a reel about it. I looked at my cabinet, I'm like, dang, water, water, water. Well, the thing is, when we get out of that bath, or you get our child out of the bath, we are just essentially replacing the water with more water, and that's when it becomes drying, because when the skin is damp, you want the water to help prepare the skin to receive moisture, and the water base is receiving hydration, because water hydrates. But these kinds of butters and oils are what moisturize. So that's why water-based products are not as good for eczema-prone skin. I'll say any skin at all, to be honest. But you want something that's going to actually feed the skin and not dry it out over time. So if you ever put on lotion and then it like kind of went away, that might be why. So let's read another. Let's see. Read another review here. I'm trying to see which one is not too long, but just as powerful. This says replacing the steroid cream. Or with it. There we go. Replacing the steroid cream. It's working out good. And again, this is for goodbye to dry. My son has been having some dry skin patches, and we started off with a steroid cream from the doctor, which got it under control, but I didn't want to use long term. The cream has been doing great for his skin. And that's okay. And that's awesome. That's exactly what it was with my son too. Like, I didn't doubt that the steroid would help it. I just knew that I could do something. I could create. Okay, let me say that again. I didn't doubt that the steroids would help his skin. I just knew, as smart as I was, as committed as I was, that I could create something that worked just as good, if not better, that did not have the long-term effects. That's the thing I want to make clear. And then I'll read one more. Let's see. Okay, so this is from someone named Mariana. It says, an unbelievable product. I recently discovered P2U at a local event and was given a sample. I walked away believing and hoping that this was the answer to my eczema. She's talking about this. I have many scars to show my trial and error of products that weren't able to relieve me. Currently, I'm having a flare and my skin is in a super sensitive and painful stage. So I tried the cream sample that was given to me, and this is all caps, FYI. Immediate relief! Exclamation point. I couldn't believe it, and I am so thankful I learned about this product and company. That's awesome. So now I'm going to switch gears and go right into giveaway number 2. We already got Miss Destiny got the ghost stick coming to her way. And so now we're doing all this talking about goodbye to dry. I feel like I want to give one away now. So that's what I'm going to do. So the next question is, this is kind of easy, but I'm not trying to make y'all think too hard. I'm just trying to have fun and celebrate the brand. So I'm going to write the question into the chat so that I can make it come onto the screen. Just a second. For some reason, I just can't type today. Okay, so what was our very first product? Okay, what was our very first? Got to proofread. PhD teach you anything? Proofread your work. Okay. What? I thought I misspelled it. What was our very first product? So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave it right on the screen until we get a answer. The first answer that I see that is correct, that is who wins a free jar of I was looking at my hand, still ashy. That's crazy. Goodbye to dry. You're gonna get a free one if you answer the question. What was our very first product? So back in 2019, December 19th, we made our first sale of the very first product we ever made. Destiny let us know the day. And so now I want somebody to let me know the what the very first product actually was. Okay, so funny. Ooh, I know. I mean, hey, it's open. to everybody. So if you answer or want to give somebody an answer, I mean, you're so close to me. It's almost like cheating. That's my mom saying she know the answer. So let's see. As we wait for somebody to answer or my mama to answer, whichever, I'm going to move on. And now I want to also open it up for Q&A. So if anybody is watching and just got questions about the brand, questions about certain ingredients, or skincare processes, I will answer if I'm able. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know, and then I'll probably like make a reel or something about it once I go learn about it, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and research it because I can't not know now because somebody might ask me. So if you have a question, feel free to leave it in the chat and I will answer it as it comes up. And while we wait for either of those things, I am going to move on to another product demo. And I chose this one because it's small. It's the Tiny Tush Rash Relief. And it is a natural alternative to petroleum jelly. And I chose this one because I just made a reel about the staple that petroleum jelly has been in so many families. And so, yeah, let's talk about this. So, yeah, let me open it. Now, we use this quite a lot. And so you can't really see. There we go. Excuse me. It has the same kind of consistency as petroleum jelly, but it's not. It does not contain petroleum jelly. It has like castor seed oil, and beeswax. And this is another product that a little goes a long way. They be like this, so you can see the amount that I put on my nail. They're kind of reflective, so that impedes the sight. But yeah, so this is a protectant, just like, I mean, literally, just as you would use petroleum jelly, you would use that for this. So, like the diaper rashes, the drool rashes, anything that you use it for, even like putting on your lips in the wintertime so that it doesn't get chapped. It can be good for that as well. And it goes right in and it's smooth and it leaves it soft and shiny. It doesn't take a lot. It's very thick and heavy. This product is good to use. For example, if you put on some lotion, like say your child's in the middle of an eczema flare, you put on your Tallow Time Intense Hydration Therapy because that's a good daily lotion to use. And now you want to seal in all that moisture, right? So you put this on top of the skin after your moisturizer has been applied. So that's what that is good for. And now I'm going to go to this little activity that I think is really fun. And if you're just coming in, the giveaway question on the screen is asking what was our very first product. So we've already discovered that we were founded as a business December 19th, 2019. And so now I'm asking, what was the very first product that we created and sold? And I just need the name. Even if you don't know the whole name, if I can make out what you're saying and it's the product, you're going to get it. So if you're just coming in, if you can answer that, you'll get a free product. I'm not going to say which product because that might give it away. But you'll get a free product that will ship to you, no charge. You just inbox me your information if you're not a customer already. And also, if you have a question, we're doing a Q&A right now. So if you have a question, just leave it in the chat, and I will answer it as I see them come through. So now I'm gonna I call it this or that. So I'm gonna say two common skin issues, and then I'm gonna pick up two products and say, if I had this skin issue, would I use this or that? Okay. So the first common skin issue is eczema or dry itchy patches. Would I use this or would I use that? And this is a good one because I actually was talking to a mother today who had this question. Her daughter was having like eczema flare ups, and she described like the flakiness, just all what we described eczema to be when it invades our lives. And she was like, well, should I get the goodbye to dry or should I just try the intense hydration therapy? Which is a fair question. General rule of thumb, this the goodbye to dry is good for eczema flare ups. The intense hydration therapy is a good everyday lotion or in between flare ups. So when you're just keeping the skin moisturized on a regular basis, this is a good option for that. But if I got eczema or dry skin or itchy patches, rough patches, I'm going with this all day long. The goodbye to dry skin relief. I mean, the point of it all is in the name. Goodbye to dry. I'm saying goodbye to the dry, itchy patches because I'm using this. So the next one is a diaper rash or a drool rash. And we just talked about this. Hold on. Let me read. Suggest we are faithful goodbye to dry users. Do you suggest using multiple products in the winter month? And what combo would you recommend? That's actually a great question. And yes, I do suggest using we call product layering because that helps to maximize the benefits of the product. So my daughter has rough eczema skin, like eczema prone. It's as bad as you can think. It gets like that for her, and so for her, I will take her a bath with first the goat milk soap. I'm writing this down because I'm also going to write about it too. Because like I said, if you got the question, somebody else do too. The baby bar soap is what I use for the bath when the skin needs some extra moisturization, and that's because of the benefits of the goat milk. Now we do have an alternative, which is the Simple Suds body wash. That's good, but the goat milk is what really has the nutrients that can impact the dry skin the best, I'll say. So I started with a baby bar in the bath, and I also throw in Bear Bather's oat milk soap in her bath. And I let her sit in there and play for about 5 minutes, and then I spend the next 3-4 minutes after that washing her up with the goat milk soap. I can actually show what the soap looks like because I have one right here. I'm not gonna open it, but you can see it's this soap bar here, and there's goat milk and oatmeal in here, vitamin E, and I use it with this because it's a light exfoliation. It's the Bubble Buddy soap sling. So you rinse, you lather it up, and you just scrub it over the skin. It gently exfoliates those flaky patches, and then leaves the dry or the smooth skin behind. So after that, then I don't pat her dry. I put the barrier builder oatmeal or barrier builder in bath moisturizer will be next. And this is like a in bath lotion, right? So after you wash the skin up, you rinse it off, and then right onto the wet skin, I'm lathering this all over her. And I do not wipe it off. I don't rinse it off with water. I take her out the bath after that, and then I pat her down and pat dry, like I said before. And then after that, I'm applying the Goodbye to Dry, all over her skin and showing extra love to the dry spots that she has. And then that is it. Sometimes if she is like really struggling, I might go in with the Seal and Soothe oil. I don't have that on hand to show, but it's the Seal and Soothe hair and body oil. That's usually the last step that I will use for her, especially like in the wintertime, like you said. So that would be what I would recommend, the combination that I recommend. So again, I will say it because I got my notes. I was focusing on a lot of things at once. I would make a lukewarm bath with lukewarm water. Jesus. And then I would toss in a Bear Bather oatmeal soap, which are one-time use, and I would let them soak in it for about 5 minutes, and then I would begin to wash them up with the baby bar soap. After that, I would apply the barrier builder and bath moisturizer. Just smooth it onto the skin just like a lotion. Do not rinse it off. And then I would have them to get out of the bath, dry them off, apply the Goodbye to Dry all over the skin, and if necessary, end it with the Seal and Soothe Hair and Body Oil all over the skin. So yes, that was really a great question. Really great question. So I'm gonna put a star by that because I want to come back to that at some point afterwards. So yes, still, if you have questions, leave them in the chat and I will answer them as I see them. And we still haven't had an answer for the second giveaway, our very first product. So if you happen to know the answer to that question, just go ahead and leave the answer in the chat. And the first one that I see will be the one who wins the free product. So for our second this or that, we have diaper rash and drool rash, which is the like red ring around the mouth. It gets flaky and dry. Looks very irritated. If I had that problem or diaper rash, which would I use? Would I use Goodbye to Dry or would I use Tiny Tush's Rash Relief? Well, I mean, I personally would choose to use the Tiny Tush's Rash Relief. I like to say this is for the dry rashes and this is for the wet rashes, right? So the drool rash, it's because they're drooling. There's a lot of moisture around, or even the diapers, moisture in that area. And so this is kind of like seal the skin, protect that from when moisture hits it, kind of just makes it roll off so that it's not sitting on the skin and eating away at that first layer of the skin barrier. So if I had a problem with diaper rash or drool rash, I would get Tiny Tush's Rash Relief because again, it is good for moisture rashes that result because of prolonged moisture. That's a good way to say it because I was just saying anything. So prolonged exposure to moisture is good with this. If you have dry skin, this is best. The Goodbye to Dry. Okay. And then my next this or that, if I'm using or if I'm looking for a daily moisturizer, would I use this or would I use that? And as we kind of already hinted around, a good daily moisturizer would be the Tallow Time Intense Hydration Therapy. It has beef tallow, which almost mimics our skin biology to the T. So it's very nutritious for our skin. It has aloe vera, which is very hydrating for our skin. It's a humectant, so that means it brings moisture in from its environment into the skin to keep it nice, soft, and plump. And so that's why that makes it a good daily moisturizer. So if that's what I was looking for, again, I would choose the Tallow Time Intense Hydration Therapy. And I wonder if the comment, if she's still watching, if my mom is going to try to answer this question because nobody has still answered it, and I am near the end of my my notes here. So I would like to give away another jar or another product, but I can't do it if nobody gives the answer. So if you see the question on the screen, go ahead and leave us an answer in the comments on what you think the very first product of P2NU was, and you will win a free product that I will ship to you completely free, and you can enjoy for yourself or your family or your little ones. Completely up to you. But yes, again, if you are shopping today, this is a great day because We have the code going on all for the duration of this entire live. P2B Day is the code. You put it in, you get a surprise discount, you get free shipping, and you get a free gift that will come right in your package. I mean, that's a great deal because it's a really good gift. So, yeah. So I just wanted to repeat that code again. And as I'm nearing the end, I just want to say thanks again to okay. Destiny want it all, and I ain't even mad at it, girl. Yes, Goodbye to Dry was the first product that we had. Goodbye to Dry was the first product that I created, and it was the first product that we marketed, and the first product that we sold, and the only product that has continued to be the bestseller for all 6 years that we've been in business. I mean, this is what I sell the most of every single year. This is absolutely the first product. It's not the oil. The oil came after. It was like a complimentary product. But you were so right. So let me mark Destiny down for 2 because she got 2 right now. And Goodbye to Dry. All right, girl. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's all I have. If there are no more questions, I think I'm all good. That was what I wanted to do and how I wanted to celebrate and talk to you all. Oh, I almost forgot. How could you let me forget? The special announcement. That's actually what I'm most excited about, and I almost forgot it. That's crazy. All right, so since we are just at the end, I'm going to share the special announcement. Okay? The special, I'm typing it also. Announcement is oh wait, let me type it like this. Oh crap, I done said a word. Alright. The special announcement. Drum roll. Bet you didn't think it'd go this long, huh? I'm just kidding. The special announcement is that we are adding merch, y'all. We adding merch. And this is big. First, let me say, this is not the design. This is just a generic t-shirt that I use for promos and giveaways, but it has inspired me to add merchandise because this year, out of all the years we have been in business, this year we have gotten the most requests for merchandise. People want to wear our logo, which is that's the best compliment you could give. And they might not have like immediate needs for skincare, but they want to support the brand. They want to wear the brand. And after like thinking about it, praying about it, it's just like it was clear. So we are like coming up with designs, and it's such an exciting process because honestly, merch was something that I said I would never do. I'm like, it's my brand. It's like work for me. Why would people want to wear work? Like, it's not a clothing brand, but you don't have a say in how people want to support you, and you don't turn people away when they want to support you. The support might not always look like what you think. And so this is just us making a way for those who don't have a need for the skincare, but still want to be a part of the movement, a part of the moments with P2 and you, to be able to do so. So we will be having merchandise available. It's going to be, I say it's going to be something for everybody. So whether you're a tea person, whether you are a hoodie person, whether you are a bag person or a jersey person, it might get crazy. I don't know. But it's going to be something for everybody. And it's just going to be so cool to see that part of the business come to life. And another special thing about it is that all of the proceeds for the merchandise will go directly to P2N Youth Mental Health Foundation for Children. That is our nonprofit sector where we raise money throughout the year and we donate it to local causes or national causes that directly supports the mental health of children with chronic skin conditions. In the past, we've donated money to send children to camp that is put on by the American Academy of Dermatology. It's called Camp Discover if you want to look it up. And this year, we actually participated in a local 5K that was for the Mid-Michigan Children's Grief Center. So awesome things that we do with that part of the business. And this is just a way to continually feed that so that we can always make sure we're supporting the mental health of children with chronic skin conditions, as I stated to you in our mission statement. So with that being said, I'm not going to be on here any much longer because I'm already on here twice as long as I thought I would be, but I had so much fun. I thank you for answering questions and for giving answers and for participating and for just listening to me be excited about something God gave me 6 years ago. Still crazy to believe. 6 years. And I feel so ready for the next 6. And I feel like it's going to be so much bigger and so much better. It's a lot of things I got on my strategy board for 2026 because I got away from vision boards and moved to strategy boards because I had the vision, but now it's time to put a strategy in place to make sure I'm executing the vision. And so it's a bunch of things on the strategy board that I'm excited to dive into. And by the grace of God, this dissertation will not take all of my time so that I can't do it. I believe God is going to bless me with extended time so that I'll make sure I get everything done because he's brought me this far and he will not leave me right here. It's too far to just stop now. So I thank you. Happy 6th anniversary, P2U. And here is to 6 more years. We got merch, y'all.